Hello and welcome, beautiful people, to the joinDOTA League Season 2. This is the European Division 1 Goomba Gaming versus Virtus.pro. My name is Coucher and joined with me is Benchy.
Hey, I'm back again, and well, this is going to be hopefully a pretty good match, as we do have Virtus.pro recently coming off their pretty good performance in the international qualifiers. On the opposite side, we do have Goomba Gaming, who, pretty good German team themselves.
Yeah, they have struggled a little bit, but then again, so has Virtus.pro. Yesterday and today as well, they actually don't have Arsart, possibly one of their most known players. Well, I mean, they're all just living legends more or less, but Arsart just is the one that has achieved the most, of course, being in Navi before. But, I mean, don't even know why he's missing. Have to ask them in Game 2's lobby.
As we do see, I will say that I'm a little bit biased, maybe just slightly, for Virtus.pro to do well, or at the very least G, because he's in my fantasy league right now.
Oh man, that's cheating. Well, I'm not even in any fantasy league, so don't care at all. As Virtus.pro, they do draft themselves the Centaur and the Disruptor, and the Disruptor is a pretty strong hero against Nature Prophet, as it's just overall a really strong hero, and Virtus.pro is actually prone to pick that hero a little bit more than other teams, at least in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, Disruptor is one of those heroes that really are underestimated in terms of how good he actually is. He's one of the only heroes which effectively changes how positioning works in the entire game, and if you're against a team who hasn't had a lot of experience in knowing how to adjust their playstyle in relation to that change that Glimpse does, you can do a lot of damage with him.
You sure can, and I mean, Virtus.pro, they probably had a lot of experience with it, because I actually was casting like half a game together with He United's Hava, and he said that they lost to Virtus.pro like 2 games, just purely because of the Disruptor. They had like a 12,000 gold lead, tried to go high ground and just got wrecked 3 times in a row.
Ooh.
So that can happen when the Disruptor is there, and you said as well that it just changes the way you have to position yourself. But if you're going high ground, you're bottlenecking yourself up more or less. Especially if there's a Centaur there as well, to just get the Blink Hoofstomp to set up the kinetic field to begin with. So yeah, it's a really strong combination. But Goomba, they just went for the standard Rubik support.
And the Rubik is pretty strong here right now. There's lots of good spells from Steel so far. Practically all of them on the Disruptor is, nice from Steel, and the Centaur War Runner is hardly a slouch himself in terms of high impact spells. As we are going to be seeing those first bans coming out, the AA getting banned out, which, a very solid ban right now. The Tree already getting removed as well. Those 2 utility supports getting taken away from the pool already.
Yeah, well, just Ancient Apparition is so annoying to play up against, even if it doesn't get the Dagon Scepter. I mean, I just saw it before in the last series. Power Rangers, they just utilized the Ancient Apparition to perfection, with the Nature Prophet heaping in, sprouting the hero up, Ice Blast to fly, and well, easy pickup after that. Well, that's something you don't want to face for sure. I mean, not Nyx Assassin, I mean, Ancient Apparition is best with global type of heroes, or just like Nyx Assassins who can scout out and set up the kills, and Nature Prophet is one of those. But Virtus.pro, their secondary ban is actually the Lifestealer, and I have to say that's not a hero you see banned or picked often recently.
Yeah, I'm a little bit interested about that ban and pick, because right now, we saw Goomba Gaming, they first picked Nature's Prophet. Now, first picking Nature's Prophet is a huge sign that they've got a set strategy they want to do. Now, Nature's Prophet is not an offlaner that you can just put into any team. You either need one of 2 situations to make that hero work. On the one hand, you either need a 4 versus 5 lineup with lots of team fight, stuff like an Ancient Apparition, as we do see a Purge getting picked up and a Luna getting picked up return.
I did not see that pick coming, I have to say.
Not as a 3rd pick, not in the slightest, and that is...
Wow.
Whoa!
Wow, support Pudge in the making.
Yeah, I guess so. As in,
it might be safe lane farming Pudge as well. I've seen one team do it, I'm not sure if it was Pudge, but Goomba, they go for a Bloodseeker. I mean, this game is just getting interesting already.
Well, I was going to say that Nature's Prophet needs either the team fight or a push strategy, so to say, built around him, but there is kind of a team fight orientation coming out from Goomba Gaming, but I do feel that those 2 picks from Virtus.pro, the Pudge and the Tinker, have kind of like forced Goomba Gaming into the Bloodseeker pick. as we do see the Wraith King getting banged out. Obviously, Goomba, they still need one more support, unless they go for something crazy like a support Bloodseeker.
I don't know, I'm just not convinced by the Bloodseeker, because what is it actually that good against? I mean, yeah, you can purge something off, like, but what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be the missed chance from the laser of the Tinker, or glimpse maybe if he's really nice on his timing? But I mean, the Bloodseeker, you can't run into the Master of the Machines without just dying yourself, more or less. I really feel like if they wanted a solid mid laner, or if it's gonna be mid lane, I mean, they must be thinking that Tinker will be mid for Virtus.pro. So maybe something like even a Storm Spirit is so good against the Tinker, because you can just focus him, ball lightning to the Tinker and disable him out. I mean, Bloodseeker, well, I guess the silence is good though.
Yeah, so you do have to remember the Bloodseeker, he is slowly getting more into... I'm not even sure what Virtus.pro are doing anymore. So I'm going to continue my line of thought and then go back to that. Bloodseeker is one of those heroes which, although he does kind of fall off in the late game, his silence is always relevant. As in the fact that you can silence that Pudge, you can silence that Tinker, and even to some extent the Disruptor and Centaur, if you can get it off fast enough, is actually pretty big. And it does, and his passive buff does allow you to win a lot of mid-game team fights. On the other side, we see a Bristleback pick it up when they've already got a scent. I'm not at a Pudge and I don't know.
I mean, this has to be a support Pudge. But are they going to try lane a Bristleback, or is it just going to be purely roaming Pudge Disruptor combination?
I don't know.
I mean, they don't even have a good setup for the hook. I mean, Hoof Stomp is the only thing to set up the hook as well.
I will say that I was actually talking with a few people, and we weren't actually talking about the fact that Pudge isn't necessarily bad as a support. As in, yes, he needs those fast levels, but once he's got those levels, once he's basically got to level 4 hook and his ultimate, he's mostly doing everything that the hero does. He's known for his he starts fights by pulling people into bad positions and taking people out of fights, and he doesn't really need items to do that.
What is this game? What are we watching?
This game is going full retard, and
well, I mean, I love the Earthshaker. Okay, it looks like we have successfully connected into the game. Actually, it doesn't appear that it's gonna be a load, so they just agreed to place down the same wards, try to have the same levels and same lanes and whatnot, and they specifically said that they want the Pudge to be level 1 at the time as well. So what do you think about that, Benji?
Well, at least it isn't as bad as that game that got cancelled like 20 minutes in and had to get remade. And I think it was the Dream League, or was it the Dota 2 League? I can't remember which one. But at least it isn't as bad as that. It was only 2 minutes in. It isn't going to be that different. As long as they don't change the lanes, immensely, then we should be into a situation that's roughly similar.
Well, it's gonna be hard to reenact the mid lane, most of all, because Tinker, he was having a really good time against the Bloodseeker, but now it's not guaranteed that he will be able to just box off the Bloodseeker from the lane again. Maybe they will try to fair play it as much as they possibly can, but I mean, just a sticky situation overall like this, to be honest. But hey, what can you do if your one player just can't continue playing? This is the best alternative, because otherwise it would have been a 4-fight altogether.
Yep, I would say that, attempting to try and make this work to exactly the same is probably going to be a hopeless endeavour. As long as they keep the same lanes, it will be mostly fair. Yes, there are a few advantages being eked out by a few players, but it was only 2 minutes worth of play.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's gonna be fine. And, okay, admin, he wants Virtus.pro to win, man. Admins are not supposed to do that. Bad admin, bad bullet. Oh yeah. And the visa action, I guess it occurs every year. Just trying to get into the US. Which is why the first international, I bet nobody had problems coming to Germany.
Yeah, as I do know that America's a little bit stingy with their passports. But obviously, do you want to go reintroduce the players? As we are going to be here on this second time. For those of you who are watching on the... from in the future on this tournament remake, so to say. This is a remake. The previous game, someone had to crash out. It's going to be the same picks, though, as we're going to leave you, Kucha, to lead you off.
Yeah, for Goomba Gaming, Chris will still be on the Nature's Prophet, leaving Chill to play the Bloodseeker in the mid lane with Nino on the Earthshaker. As Odie, he is the stand-in actually replacing the last player. He will be playing the Luna, and the last one for them will be Nier on the Rubik.
In the meantime, we do have Virtus.pro once again. They are still the favourites to in this matchup. Picking a very unconventional lineup. We've got Jotum on the Pudge, Illidan on Centaur Warrunner, G, just G, playing Tinker, Shacklow on Bristleback, and NS on Disruptor.
Well, so far, looks like Jotum is going for the exact same thing, just trying to stack up, or actually he was trying to pull the lane, but Earthshaker Illusion stops the pull from happening. So Jotum can't quite do that, and I guess him trying to pull the P-Camp, it's not the easiest thing to do, but just look at how he's just eaten the entire just forest almost here. I mean, the forest gods, the Nature's Prophet would not be happy.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a shame there, as we do see a possible gank attempt on to Bristleback.
One more right click, it does get the job. So this game already different because Goomba, they claimed the first blood near, just barely got that last right click off. So, I mean, Virtus.pro probably not too happy about this, but I mean, if they're as skilled as a team that they should be, they probably don't care about it that much.
Yeah, as we do see that Tinker is still having a pretty good time here in the middle. Chill just not being able to get any last hits. As soon as he comes anywhere near close, just going to get completely harassed out, and he will even misses that tower last hit and being forced to salve up this early on. In the meantime, Nature's Prophet, he's still doing an okay job in this offlane. This offlane without the push doesn't really have that much kill potential. There is the glimpse, there is the hoof stomp, but apart from that, there is a lacking of burst damage when Centaur Warrunner doesn't have that double edge yet.
Oh man, this time around, Goomba, they also got the sentry on one of the observer wards. And oh, there's a haste rune on Nino now. Maybe he can even set up a kill, although Bloodseeker really isn't the best mid lane to synergize just ganks with.
Yeah, that is one of the issues. We're already going to have to see both these supports rotate in if they are going to want to take out this Tinker.
Yeah, and oh, they might go on the Nature's Prophet. Kinetic Field is there, but NS taking a lot of damage in return. She's going for the kill, but oh, double edge hoof stomp. It will be enough. A few more right clicks will do the job. Glimpse just in case as NS. He is still on the run, but should be able to get away easily. It doesn't look like the Bloodseeker is going for rotation since he actually put 2 points into Bloodbath because of the bad laning matchup that he has.
As did you see the Bristleback goes down once again. This tri-lane being
Oh,
way more
Chris,
aggressive.
he TPs into the Disruptor. Can he actually get the kill? A few right clicks. Doesn't have the Sprout. He still might have enough though. He's pretty fast with his boots with Kinetic Field. Oh my god, this is gonna be enough. One more right click will do the job. And Chris, I mean, this game just blown wide open, but Illidan wants to come in, has the Tranquil Boots for the extra movement speed. This 15 movement speed faster than the Nature's Prophet, but I don't think he will catch him in time.
No, Nature's Prophet is going to get out there, and that's basically going to be a 1-for-1 trade down here in the bottom lane. A very nice job there coming out from Nature's Prophet, realizing he can get back fast enough, taking out that Disruptor. That is going to be, well, a 3-1 lead in favor of Goomba. We're around about the same point now where we kicked off last time, and things were already way different.
Yeah, I mean, probably it's good for us because we'll see a way more action-packed game probably since so many kills have happened already. Lots more farm on the map, and of course Pudge, he is level 2 as well. He has the smoke. Can he get the hook though? If he does, there should be enough burst damage from G coming out. God, I mean, he's gone for 2-2-0 at the moment. 2 in laser, 2 in heat-seeking missile. But saving 1 point to Jotum though. Smoke breaks or ends. Looks like Chill, he's gonna be fine in the mid lane for the time being. Although there's gonna be an invis room for the Nature's Prophet. Is he gonna use it to maybe try to go for a gank, or is he just gonna soak up XP with it?
Well, he could do either of the two he wishes to us. It is worth noting that, again, like you said, the Bloodseeker isn't the greatest in terms of being able to get the ganks off.
Oh, they're gonna go in charge slow. Nature's Prophet comes in from the side, has the Sprout as well if necessary. Although Bristleback is actually doing some decent damage. There's the Fissure though. Fate Bolt to fly, and easy kill on the Odie. Tanks up the tower maybe a little bit too much, but as a healing salve, he's gonna be fine. And well, charge slow, he is level 4 at least, so even though he's died 3 times already. What? I didn't even see one of those.
Yeah, the main difference this time is the Earthshaker Rubik has played super aggressive. And also taking out that ward. Getting the correct ward spot this time, and that is going to be
Are they going to go
tower
for the tier 2 as well now?
Well, there's no reason why not to, as we do see they've got those Treants, and they're going to have to force a rotation coming out from Virtus.pro at some point.
Oh man, well, just there's the Fissure on the wrong side though. Can he actually escape the hook? Completely misses by Jotum, unfortunately. And it may delay the tower enough because of the fissure. It also pulled the creeper, but another set of treants, another creep wave to hit. Jotun loosen beam harass, but Jotun doesn't even have enough mana for a secondary hook anymore.
Now that is one of the issues with the Pudge without a bottle, that you basically get one hook and one ultimate and that's it. Where, you know, Pudge, obviously that hook is not easy to land, especially if you're against a team who knows where you are.
Well, at least Virtus.pro, they're going for a counter tower of their own, the tier 1 tower bottom lane. It's already down to quarter HP, another creep wave arrives, so it should go down. Doesn't look like the Nature's Prophet or anybody else wants to TP in, and if Illidan gets the last hit for that, he's actually almost gonna have his blink already, like 6 minutes in. Oh, NS, he gets it.
Trolling supports.
I mean, he needs boots of speed and items as well. Illidan still only 200 away. He's gonna get it with the next creep wave if he gets the perfect creep score for it. But mid lane, God might be in trouble. Nier coming in with the smoke. Jotun is there as well though. Can they help him out? The telekinesis to begin with. Silence onto Jotun. He can't do anything. Fisher to fly. Nope. He's holding on to it. He waited for too long. And now the TP assistance, they have glimpse. It's level 2. They bring back Nier as well. Rubik should be an easy pickup. But oh, that Fisher finally comes out. Nier still alive. One laser will get the kill. But Jotun will go down in return. Chill. Can actually get it. One right click might be enough. And it is as well. Chill. Gets level 6 on top of his will rupture, maybe. Not gonna go for it. But a 1-for-1, so not that bad. Although, I think they might have gotten a few kills earlier if Nino had just thrown out the Fisher. But him holding on to it bought some time for at least this one kill to happen for them.
Yeah, that is going to be a 1-for-1 trade right there. The Rubik did go down in favor of that Pudge. I'd say, considering that both of them are playing that support role, mostly equal.
Yeah, I'd have to say so as well. And actually, the Rubik went down before, so Jotun, once he actually gets high enough levels to get the Flesh Heap, he will have already that strength waiting for him.
As he is going to smoke up, he's looking for more ganks. This is what this Pudge is entirely about. Just
but mid lane, they went Rupture onto God, they silenced him up as well, and chill, he got the kill. Nino even helped up a little bit with the Fisher. And actually, that's going to be Nino's Arcane Boots. I mean, 7 minutes in. Not that bad, as Chill has 1.2k gold in the bag. Hasn't picked up anything yet, and do I think we might see a greedy Radiance Bloodseeker? Although, bottom lane, Jotun might be in trouble, but the Illidan comes in with the blink, the Hoofstomp double edge. Chill goes down as Jotun gets the kill, but now Chill actually comes in. Chris, not Chill, man. What am I saying? But Illidan, he's gonna fall as well. Maybe the Fisher actually blocks them in. No, it doesn't. I thought the Catapult might be enough, but Illidan, the last right click from Nier. And that's 3-1 and 3 on a support Rubik 8 minutes in.
Yeah, we're just seeing a little bit out of position coming out from Virtus.pro. They're kind of going in for the kills. That Pudge just played a bit too aggressive for a bit too long, especially in that tier 2 tower with the TPs coming in, and that is going to be...
Oh, kinetic field onto the Bloodseeker. There's the laser. Wow. Level 4 laser.
It does 320 damage, a lot of damage right there, including a miss rate of 100% on your next hit. And he can spam that every 14 seconds, which is a lot of the spammability, even before he starts getting his boots. And he's not going to be that far away from his boots to travel right now.
I mean, effectively in the late game, a Tinker can just keep anybody. Oh, the Stampede goes out. They want to go for OD on the top lane. He has the Eclipse, pops it as well. Illidan might be in trouble. The double H comes out, but they actually tank it up between the two of them. So OD, no double H. It's on cooldown still. Illidan, they're gonna get the kill. Wrath of Nature. Oh my God, OD still alive. Finally, Chachlo gets the kill, but well, Illidan goes down in return.
Very nice job there coming out from...
oh, the Rupture onto Chachlo. He's going for the TP up. Will it be in time? Chill. Silences up NS, and that was actually really nicely done, just. That's the one counter to the Bloodseeker, just TP out.
Yep, it's what is forever a disadvantage, the fact that you can just simply TP away from his ultimate, from his silence. And that is going to be, well, still 69 right now, as we do have a quick look at the experience. Only 9 minutes in, it's mostly equal. About 1k in favor of Virtus.pro, even though they're behind in kills. While the gold is, again, 500 in favor of Virtus.pro, thanks to this Tinker who's basically been able to farm, along with this Centaur Warrunner. Who's got his...
the Tinker has his Boots of Travels flying out now, so... But since he does not have the March of the Machines, he's going to rely heavily on just getting those kills. But with a level 3 heat-seeking missile and level 4 laser, that should be pretty easy, to be honest, if they just catch off one enemy. Which is going to be even easier, since of course Illidan has the blink there for a couple of minutes already.
Obviously G's got that lovely new Immortal with the nice animations.
Oh,
I do actually like those.
There's telekinesis onto Chachlo. Luna's coming in as well. The right click, a nice Fisher comes out. Oh, the laser! That damage is ridiculous, but Bristleback will fall down. A nice Freeman Hoofstomp double edge onto 2 as well. Can they follow up Illidan? Not that tanky. Heat-seeking missiles, bringing them low. No blink yet, and chill. He has to escape as well. He gets glimpse back. Do they have enough static storm kinetic field? Oh, I thought he almost got out of it. Didn't get caught by the kinetic field, but Tinker long range laser and hook stolen by the Rubik.
Very nice stuff there coming out from Virtus.pro, as in equaling that kill lead back and increasing their own golden experience right now. As they just lovely initiation coming out from centers. The hook is also nice from Rubik.
Wow, actually, what did Illidan do here?
He jumped in on Luna, but then didn't know the Rubik was there with a hook.
Okay, I was like, why? How did he go down? I thought everybody just backed off from the fight, but nope, Illidan. I guess he is like a high risk, high reward type of player, but Jotum with a double damage rune, has a hook, has a dismember as well. If he would have gotten Nino, it would have been easy death probably. But since Nino did see it coming and was behind the creeps before that, so he escapes. But Pudge, he has 900 gold, and do you think he's just gonna go for arcane boots like a good support does?
Well, right now, he could go for it, as we don't usually see in arcane boots, but since he's not been able to get all those levels and is mostly going to be just there for his abilities, arcane boots would be a pretty good pickup on Pudge, but he is going to be a lot of trouble.
They get the hook stolen by Nier, but they deny. Oh man, Jotum. I was completely looking forward to Nier getting the kill thanks to the stolen hook. It's always so fun to see heroes just destroyed by their own spells, but not to be.
As you see in the meantime, the rest of Virtus.pro, they are pushing up through middle. This middle tier 1 tower has taken a bit of damage, but still pretty safe right now. So there is going to be a 4-man gank, or push.
Well, they don't have the biggest push, especially since they don't have the Masters of the Machines to just make it so that Goomba can counter push at all. And well, so far they're just slowly trying to wiggle down the tower. And I guess it's fine for them, although chill, he's going for a rupture onto Chastro. Chastro is a pretty damn tanky hero though. Just spams out, oh, the stun, the double edge, maybe Eclipse comes out, but the creep's tanking up. Echo Slam, that did a lot of damage. And Chastro is gonna fall as well now. Oh man, Nino just walked in like a boss on the Earthshaker, Echo Slam. And I think they even had maybe, no, I don't think they had 3 ends, but I guess there were enough creeps. Oh, the hook.
Lovely hook there coming out from Pudge, completely destroying that middle lane and finally getting revenge.
Are they gonna go for more? They have the level 4 glimpse. Chill, trying to run away. Do they have vision? The Thunderstrike? Yeah, there's the glimpse coming out. Static Storm with the kinetic field. Dismember, not even necessary, although they do use it in the end as Tinker gets the kill. So man, 10 to 14. Goomba, they're finding some kills, but Virtus.pro, they're getting the counter kills as well. And I mean, especially God, he's getting a lot of farm on the Tinker.
And I will say that the mid game, at the very least, is in favor of Virtus.pro due to all those greedy heroes they've got. They've got that Tinker, they've got that, even the Pudge and the Bristleback to some extent. Well, that Scent, looking towards his next big item, which probably is on the Courier.
Yeah, he has died 4 times though, after he picked up his Blink Dagger. So Illidan, he's like the sacrificial lamb. He goes in for the initiation or counter initiation, but usually pays with his life for it. You know, though last time they did use the Eclipse and the Echo Slam, so they are on cooldown for quite a while now, which probably should give enough time for Virtus.pro to maybe get the tier 1 tower mid lane if they want it, although they've grouped up as 4 on the top lane, and of course Tinker can just join at a moment's notice almost. So, I mean, top tier 1 probably is gonna go down.
As we do see, this Rubik is going to be able to defend middle, but at the same time, this tier 1 tower is in a lot of trouble here on top, and there's no sign of rotations. Looks like they just want to go for a trade. 1-for-1 trade, and that's very profitable for Virtus.pro, considering that it's really Goomba who have the more higher end pushing hero, so to say.
Well, it might come back to bite them in the ass. Usually, yes, it probably would favor Virtus.pro, but Nino, he's actually only 650 gold away from his Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. And if an Earthshaker gets an early Blink Dagger, it's kind of disastrous, but then again, I mean, with the Tinker being there, just heat-seeking missile and Master Machines, I guess they should be fine in the fight. Although, oh, the mass TPs are coming in. Are they waiting for this? There's the stun onto 2 by Illidan. Once again, uses the Stampede. Nino hasn't used. Oh god, the Static Storm catches free. There's no vision, no nothing coming out from the Earthshaker. They already kill off 2. At least Illidan goes down in the turn. But god, he's on a mega kill streak in the mid lane as they kill off the Luna. Right, I'm not even too sure what happened, but Disruptor gonna fall down with the Fisher, gets the kill, and Nino, buy up your Blink there before you die, 2.5k gold in the bank, no lasers. He will back off, but that was a 3-4-2 in the end, I guess.
Yep, and they did lose both their carries in exchange for their off-lane position, or I say it was technically their carry position and support, which, you know, very favourable for Virtus.pro right there, as that Tinker is going to keep getting farmed up. That Bristleback's starting to get items of his own. He's got that mech up, or at least enough money to get the mech up.
Yeah, I mean, the mech definitely will help a great deal in those fights. I mean, Goomba have a decent amount of burst damage, but at least Earthshaker has his blink now. But then again, so does Tinker. And Tinker definitely has way more impact than an Earthshaker does. Yeah, Earthshaker can come in, just blink, Echo Slam, can do a lot, but Tinker just with the spam, it's, oh man. Of course he does need a higher mana pool, but with the rate this is going, he's gonna get like a Sheepstick or just Mystic Staff, Ultimate or whatever pretty damn soon.
As we are going to be seeing a group here on this top lane. Want to go gank through in the jungle, and Luna's going to have to be very careful about this.
Yeah, the Luna isn't getting that much farm, although looking at the net worth, actually only the Tinker is ahead of 4 of Goomba's heroes, Earthshaker included. So I mean, Illidan, he got that early blink there, but he's been dying a lot after, although with Chachlo having the mech now, I guess things might change as they can just group up and push themselves maybe, or look for fights. But looking at the graphs, it's actually 1,500 gold lead for Goomba, as well as XP pretty much zeroed out.
Yes, this game is still.
Oh, but mid lane, God, is he gonna go down? They're coming in the TP near, stops it with the telekinesis, stolen heat-seeking missiles to get the kill. That was a really huge pickup, to be honest, because Tinker, he was farming really well.
That's actually pretty hard.
Oh, they might get Chaslo as well. The Echo Slam, it's not used yet. He's holding on to it, doesn't need it, but the mech from Chaslo. There's the hoof stomp onto 2 once again with the Stampede. OD might go down. He's under the tower. Chotum comes in, just dismembers OD down, and well, chill. He might run away, but I guess they regret not using the Echo Slam for Chaslo now. Although, Chris, he's coming back in. Chotum goes down as well, so make it 3-for-1 in the end. Too bad the Bristle didn't die. And well, still 3-for-1, definitely in favor of Goomba. Plus, they're going to get the tier 1 on top.
Yeah, that was pretty huge right there. Even initially picking off that Tinker, making it so easy for them to push. And well, they're just going to keep continuing us. That Blink Dagger coming out huge on the Earthshaker there. Picking up 2 kills because of it. And well, that's going to be a huge comeback coming out from Goomba as the push continues.
What do you actually think of Tinker maxing, well not maxing, but going for his second point in rearm on level 11? I mean, usually you see them keeping it on level 1 until they get actually a higher mana pool. But, well, he's opted to go for it once the... Oh, the glimpse onto chill into the Static Storm with the stun to follow up. He's gonna go down easily.
Yeah, that Bloodseeker just not having the greatest of games right now. As if we look at his net worth, he is currently the 3rd highest farmer, but I think his kills and deaths aren't the greatest in the world. Yeah, 4, 6, and 5. Keeps getting caught out by that glimpse, and it's just so difficult for him to go anywhere with that glimpse coming out that it means you have to position yourself perfectly and in a different way than every other hero in the game.
Yeah, it's so hard to play up against that. It's just so ridiculous. And not only that, the Static Storm just keeping you in place in the kinetic field after that. But as far as a like full-fledged teamfight goes, oh, will you see an Echo Slam? Nino goes in, wants to kill off NS. The Hoof Stomp actually misses, but the Stampede will catch. You know, they do have the Eclipse, so never mind. No, they don't. It's on cooldown near. He steals the Stampede. Can they use it? Oh, yes, they can. Chotum, he's probably gonna fall. Maybe gets the deny. Rot. Oh, nicely done. Secondary deny off the game, but chill. He killed off Disruptor. Now Chachlo. They're gonna chase him down. Nino, can he blink? Do they have vision of him? No, he's gonna be fine, I think. Tinker TPing in as well. They want to help him, and now he's gonna just TP out. You know, a little bit late with the blink, but once again, a pretty good exchange for Goomba.
Yeah, Goomba really, as soon as that blink has come out on the Earthshaker, and the Rubik has been pretty crucial as well, they've been turning these teamfights around and doing some amazing counter initiations.
And both teams are actually really nice with the counter initiations. I mean, Illidan, he's been pretty spot on with just the hoof stomps. Unfortunately, there haven't been follow-ups because Goomba, they've actually done a pretty decent job in just targeting the Tinker in the fights. Just trying to make it so that the Tinker can't rearm and spam his spells. And even if he does rearm, I mean, 250 mana for the rearm, as well as heat-seeking missiles plus lasers, they take 350 together. So you pretty much use your 2 spells, rearm, use 1 more, and you're out of mana almost.
That is one of the disadvantages of an early game Tinker, that he is very mana dependent and requires those bigger items to really come online.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain for him, but as things go later, he definitely will have a better time, but he's not been farming as efficiently, and that is exactly due to his skill build. because usually you will get just crap tons of farm if you go for March of the Machines, but since he did go for the heat-seeking missile laser build, he's having a slightly harder time farming up the lanes as well as maybe even the Ancients, which I don't think he has done this game at all.
As we see right now that Pudge going up top, looking for more kills. There is a Nature's Prophet there. But he's going to get
bottom lane, they're coming in with the smokes. Illidan, they did it. Oh, the Fisher comes out. Nier pinks in as well. There's telekinesis onto Illidan. The Stampede from Nier. Actually, double H kills Illidan. Oh my god. And Rubik, he just loves to steal their spells and use it against them.
Yeah, that double edge, a very nice ability right there, especially as Rubik's going to be able to heal himself back up with that Urn of Shadows. And we're just seeing some very nice ganks, some very nice initiation coming out from Goomba, and because of that, they have taken the lead in terms of both experience, 2k in their favor, and gold, 5k. Huge stuff there coming out from the Germans.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to go for Roche as well now, because when you're ahead, White's stop. Chill, he's probably going to stay in the mid lane, make it so that Virtus.pro don't find the Roche too obvious. And of course, Goomba, they've done a nice job of dewarding the Roshan area as well. Didn't go with it too thoroughly though. Oh, did my eyes deceive me? Chill on the Bloodseeker, he went for a mech.
Yeah, but he's gone for a mech. To be fair, I'm not actually that far against a Bloodseeker going for a mech. You can either go for those utility items like Blade Mail and Mechanism, or you can go for that pure carry, and it looks like he's letting Luna be the carry, and he's just going to help make sure that things like Rubik can go spend it on other interesting items like a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I mean, why not, I guess. Luna will actually have his BKB finished in 25 gold, which will be after this Roche falls. And she has the Aegis as well now. So with the BKB Aegis, level 2 Eclipse, they can achieve a lot in the fight because there's no pipe coming out from Virtus.pro. They do have the mech. And actually, Chachlo, he has himself a Hood of Defiance, but Illidan, he also has a headdress. So either they didn't coordinate it that well, or Chachlo is just going to leave it at a Hood and not finish the pipe.
Yes, and obviously both those two items are pretty good, including just the aura that the headdress regeneration gives. 3 HP per second. Not too shabby again, especially if you've got heroes like Pudge on your team.
Oh, the Static Storm catches Odie. There's the Freeman Hoofstomp with the double H. Jotum gets one hook as well, but Odie just pops his BKB. Eclipse activated, but nobody's gone down for Virtus.pro, and they did kill off Chill, and now they have to back off. That was just such a sneaky play by NS. Oh, they might get more Odie. Illidan wants to chase him down, but can't quite catch up. But man, NS with that Static Storm kinetic field.
Really, that was huge, because if you saw through that team fight, Rubik was the one who saved his entire team there, stealing that Stampede away from Scent halfway through and then running away with it. Absolutely crucial play, and without that, that would have been 3 more kills.
Oh man, Virtus.pro, I really didn't think they can just take a team fight that well, but I guess if Goomba is grouping up like that, and they were so close to actually having vision of NS, just hiding in the trees like that. But just going for the sneaky plays, and they definitely paid off at the moment, although Chris on the Nature Prophet, he's of course doing what a good rat does, just split pushes.
Now, it is worth noting right now that in these games, as in, they are worth a little bit more to Virtus.pro right now, because if Virtus.pro win these two, a 2-0 victory for them would guarantee they get into that top 4 finals, while Goomba Gaming, if they win this, they can't do any better than 5th.
Oh, well, I mean, Virtus.pro, it would definitely be a huge bummer if they actually failed to get into the playoffs of a joinDOTA league. It's not like there's so many strong teams. I guess Power Rangers is the 2nd strongest, on paper at least.
Well, funnily enough, Power Rangers is 11-5 right now, as in they're only in 3rd position. Hehe United and Meet Your Makers doing a very nice job, as we are seeing Initiation coming in. Bloodseeker, though, playing a bit aggressive. It looks like he wants to go in.
Oh, another Static Storm comes out. Nier blinks in as well. Can he get the telekinesis? Gets it on NS, uses the Stampede, stolen from before. But there's the stun. Chill, he's just gonna go down again. Gets caught, glimpse back as well onto Nier, and well, make it another 2 kills for Virtus.pro.
And that was interesting by Goomba, as they just kind of ran in one by one and got completely caught out. You are seeing this Earthshaker who's trying to juke away and make sure he doesn't get caught out by a hook. And he's going to be perfectly fine. Does still have that level 2 Echo Slam though. Looks like he's going for possibly a Force Staff after this, or...
Well, I think Force Staff is just always a nice item, especially against maybe trying to get people out of Pudge's range or something. Or even getting them out of the kinetic field, maybe.
Yeah, as we are going to be seeing that this Central Wall Runner, he's kind of made a small comeback in terms of items. Got that headdress, got 1k gold. Going to be interesting to see what he turns
Nino in some trouble. He takes damage, can't blink out. There's the Hoofstomp double H and all. I mean, Goomba, I guess just maybe their decision making, or Virtus.pro, they just turned on another gear and they found Goomba off position so many times in a row now.
I just feel that Goomba, they've got a little bit ahead of themselves in terms of their positioning and the confidence they're showing. Yes, having confidence like that is good, but at the same time, they're running into jungles where they don't have vision, they're kind of jumping in one by one, and Virtus.pro, they are a team who will punish you. They are a team that are good enough to do that kind of damage.
I mean, the gold lead has dropped down from almost 7,500 down to like 3,500 or so, and XP, it's down to 0 almost, but then as he runs into Chris, not the best position to be in, glimpse back onto Chris, and DP out up near, blinks in telekinesis, Fate Bolt, and easy pick off with the last right click for Nature's Prophet. So they do get one in return in the end at least. And what is Goomba gonna go for? I mean, late game wise, they probably have a small advantage.
Yeah, that Luna, so good at pushing, so good at teamfight, so good at everything, probably one of, if not the hardest carry in the game at the moment, just due to that Moonglaive and the Lunar Blessing, just doing so much damage once you get those items up.
Oh, and speaking of big items, there's a sheepstick finish on Nature's Prophet. Chris has his finish like 26 minutes in, a pretty good timing, and with that they have a lot of potential of pickups, but Shotum, he finds himself Chris, he activates his Shadow Blade just as he gets dismembered. So Chris hooked up as well, can he actually escape the rot? Oh, he's gonna turn it around to right clicks. There's the Hex coming out, the Rupture as well, but he seeking misses, gets the kill. A little bit too greedy by him there.
Yeah, I do feel he didn't need to stay there, considering the fact that Pudge would have been visible to the Bloodseeker first and would have probably been able to pick up that kill without him. But still, I guess he didn't know that Tinker was just right there waiting to take him out, and it seemed a good play at the time.
Well, at least it was a 1-for-1, although a support patch for an Nature's Prophet, definitely not the best trade, but at least they did get the trade, and it could have gone way more horrible. But oh, Illidan gets the hooftop, there's the Static Storm as well by Yennes. Oh, the Easter, the Eclipse Pop, can he get the kills? The Stampede comes out, but Illidan, he can't make his way out, and he finally falls. But now, G-God comes in as well, Chachlo. He's telekinesed up, and now he has to escape, even though his BKB is activated and he has the Aegis. And well, oh, is he gonna turn it around really? NS takes a lot of damage from the right clicks, the glaives are bouncing when near, he's gonna go down, loses the gem as well, Odie. Now Chill finally joins the fight, 5 seconds for the Rupture. They get the kill without that Aegis pop, but Chachlo, he's not gonna run away from this Bloodseeker. Rupture gonna come out, no. Oh yeah, he does follow it after all, and Chachlo, no TP on him, no nothing, but oh, Jotun blinks in, dismember onto Chill, has to stop it, there's the Lucent Beam as well, they will get the kill, the glaives. Oh, the Hex coming out from Chris as he TPs in on the Nature's Prophet. So, in the end, a 4-for-2.
Yeah, we'll also notice right there that they did pick up that gem, and, well, that's pretty huge right there. That gem, a lot of gold basically being stolen from the enemy team, and that Bloodseeker just doing work along with that Aegis, and they're going to pick up a tier 2 tower right now as there's no Tinker to stop them. Well, he's just coming back up, but I don't think it's a good idea for him to jump in.
Well, I mean, they did get the gem back at least, but, I mean, giving the tier 2 tower... What does the Luna actually have on the courier? It is a Yasha, so still some ways away from the Manta style completely getting finished, but there's a Hex now on God, on the Tinker, so has some more mana pool to actually spam it out, and like insta and constant Hex, it's a really scary thing come late game.
I will also note right now that on this Bloodseeker, a really crucial thing he did in that team fight was the fact he popped off his Blade Mail right before the ultimate came out from Pudge. That basically meant that Pudge had two options. He either kept him stunned or he cancelled dismembered so he didn't kill himself.
Oh god, the Echo Slam comes out by Nino, and god, Fisher as well just locked down. There's the Hex by Chris, and I mean, I think what you said is completely correct, because Pudge, he just could not keep on dismembering with the Blade Mail active.
As we are also going to be seeing another kill going on to Tinker, and that's huge. As every single time Tinker goes down, it slows down his farm, it slows down that 1 versus 5 situation, so to say.
I mean, he definitely needs way more than a Hex at the moment in this game, especially as there's a BKB on Luna anyway. I mean, yeah, it's down to 8 seconds already, but I mean, regardless of that, and I really think that at some point he's just gonna need the level 5 Dagon with Ethereal Blade or something just to kill off the enemies.
Yeah, obviously Dagon, one of the few heroes in which Dagon is actually a pretty solid pickup. I've seen people basically 1v carry, 1 versus 5 carry with that item in pro games, in fact. XYZ most famously doing it in, I think, a LAN I went to.
Oh, they get the telekinesis onto Illidan, and the silence is there as well. There's the Eclipse coming out into the Static Storm, though they run. Is it with some trouble? Illidan dropping solo, a nice mech by Chachlo, but there's no pipe yet. Nino doesn't get On point with the enchant totem, it is a 1-for-0. Plus they got the tier 2 ace. Oh, the sprout onto N as well. The heat-seeking missiles are flying, but there's just 5. They're rushing through. This NS will go down to the Wrath of the Nature God. Silenced up, stunned by the Fisher and Chashla. He's gonna lose his life as well. Telekinesis up, pulled back, and do they actually have enough? March the Machine made them back off Jotum. Oh, he wanted to kill off Odie. Wanted to go home or go big, but he went home.
Yeah, and sadly that's him going to be going home, and well, Luna's going to be more than fine with that with that urn charge, and well, they're now going to start attacking this tier 3 tower, and there's nobody left to defend them. This is pretty huge. Only 30 minutes of the game against the Tinker. Breaching the high ground is the hardest thing that can happen, and those Glaives, just look at the damage they do to buildings.
Man, I want to see Chill silencing up the Luna, to be honest, if they're just going high ground. 120% extra on the Luna. The silence does not remove the Glaives, or at least it shouldn't, so man, that would be so crazy to see.
How much damage would that be? As it's 100%. 120%, so she'd be hitting for about 300 a hit. That's pretty solid stuff.
It's the Bloodseeker himself, if he Blood Rages him, he was hitting for like 300 something. So once Luna gets like one more item, he has the Manta Style actually finished up now. Or has it on the courier, just delivering stuff to others like BKB to Chill as well. So they're just finding all the items that are necessary for the team fights. And all with 1 Rax advantage, with a Nature's Prophet on your team. I mean, Virtus.pro, yeah, sure they have the best counter pusher in this game, pretty much, the Tinker. It's still going to be really hard for them, since they actually don't have that late game carry.
As we do see that there is an attempted taking really control of this area. They're making sure this Roshan isn't going to be taken. The Roshan could have spawned up about a minute ago. It's going to be up in about 1 minute more, though.
Well, at least that's good for Virtus.pro, I guess, although they completely grouped up with the hopes of just contesting Roshan, maybe winning a fight there with Mars of the Machines and just constant spam, maybe a nice static storm as well. But instead, Chris on the Nature's Prophet just split pushes down top lane, makes them split up, and Goomba, they can just keep on doing that, split up Virtus.pro and then go for a Roche when they're just completely spread on the map.
As we are seeing, there's a little bit of harassment coming out, but at the same time, Goomba, they're at this point of the game right now as their heroes are just starting to get out of control, especially with that 14k experience and the almost 17k gold advantage they have. They're just out-leveling and out-farming their opponents, and the initiation, the hook is going to save him, though.
Man, that... just the graphs, I just looked at them before you started talking about this as well, and I just couldn't help but have a, like, burst of... or something involuntarily. I mean, it used to be like 5k for a longest time just, but suddenly it's risen by almost 15,000, and man, it's not looking good for Virtus.pro at the moment. They probably will be able to net themselves a top 4 position anyway, but it's a position that they definitely would not want to be in.
No, as obviously they've got plenty of games to make it through, as in they're currently 9-3, meaning they've got basically 6 more, they've got to win 2 of the next 6 games to make it into that top 4 position. And I'm sure a team like Virtus.pro can make that happen.
Yeah, they most certainly can, but I mean, it maybe a little bit comes down to the style of their draft. It was extremely greedy, as well as mid-game oriented more or less. Although, there is an AC finished up on Chaslos Bristleback, so they're actually finding a decent amount of farm. But only a Bristleback with 1.4k HP. He's still fodder for the Luna. Just with the Eclipse, level 3 now. Oh man, this... It's not... I'm not saying that Virtus.pro cannot do it, especially since they do have the Disruptor, but Goomba, they would have to group up like they did in that one fight for that actually to happen. But oh, Nino... Oh, he goes for the Echo Slam, but whiffs. Got the blink out before, and now Chotten blinks in himself. Gets the Dismember with the Rot, and Nino still alive. There's the Fisher. Oh man, he's gonna go down now.
Pudge picking up that last tick with his Rotten. Well, it is worth noting that I think the real issue we're seeing currently on Virtus.pro is that Tinker never got to that. Tinker is going to initiate.
Oh, the beat comes out as well. They get the glimpse, but just BKB activated. But she'll rupture onto Illidan as well. Odie, are you gonna go? You have the H's, you have the BKB. Goes quite easily with the Eclipse. Maybe they want to wait out the pipe duration. Oh, Chotum, he gets the hook onto Odie as well. They get the stance. There's the Eclipse though. Chotum just completely demolished. Although Eclipse only for a support. Not that bad for Virtus.pro, to be honest. Oh, another glimpse. Easter, they will catch Chris as well. Nature's Prophet will take a fall. Illidan, a nice Freeman Hoofstorm coming out. Double edge already on cooldown though. And now Odie comes in with the right clicks, with the bounces. Chotum even bought back on the patch. Will it be enough as just the physical damage is so much from Odie. But Chotum, another Dismember coming out. Really nice chill. Oh man, BKB by Nature's Prophet as he bought back as well. That's gonna be a dieback for the Podge, or is it? He's still alive. Finally, will take a fall. OD, he's hexed up by God. God, can he actually blink out? Can he TP out? No, the Lucian beam to stop it. And that's the Tinker's death. He doesn't have buyback either. So man, this might be another set of wrecks now. Oh, Chachlo getting sprouted up as well. No mana, no nothing. No TP on him even. Nino comes in, Fisher to stun him up. And that's most likely gonna be the kill, or is it? They don't even care about it that much by the looks of it.
No, they are somehow managed to make that to work, and that is going to be, you know, a 3 for 2 kind of, as it was a very protracted fight. It lasted a long time, but now they're going to start harassing these tier 3 towers. This is going to be the second one that's surely going to go down. The Tinker not up anywhere near soon enough to stop this from happening.
Yeah, well, even the Wrath of Nature bounces around to just help them speed things up. Oh, but they're bouncing glaives on the Rex. There's the Hex on Chachlo as well. Do they actually have enough? Static Storm just doesn't catch anybody to Kinetic Field. Actually stops them from running in. But there's the Hoof Stomp. Oh, the will go down. Oh, the Fisher. The stun from the Enchant Totem. The Echo Slam. It's still on cooldown for another 3 seconds. But he had the Aegis. There's the Stampede though coming out. They want to kill off Chris. They can't do so with Chachlo. Now near telekinesing him up. And just Shadow Blade out as Luna. Manta still activated. Just look at bouncing glaives, it's ridiculous.
We are going to see the bouncing glaives just destroy that tower. Only the racks. Although we think it comes back, he may be in a bit of trouble, but the BKB is going to come out, stopping him from getting taken out. And the
the Hex goes out actually by both teams. Chachlo gets hexed, and Nino, can you blink away? He's hexed in return now. God, he just keeps on hexing him, and they will get that one kill. They killed off Rubik as well. Jotum helping out with that, but oh, are they going to turn it out? Another Hex onto Chill this time around. Can they kill off the Bloodseeker? He has his ultimate ready. Nino buys back, but looks like this fight will be over for the time being, but that is still melee racks down mid lane.
That is going to be, you know, a pretty huge racks. They got the hard one, meaning this range racks only got 241 health left, and going to be a very easy target. But it's going to be interesting to see where they decide to push next. Do they just go for this last melee racks is left standing here on this top lane?
Well, why the hell not? Luna even has a Satanic finished up now. She's level 20 as well. She's doing so well. She actually doesn't have that much damage output because she doesn't have damage items. BKB is Satanic, kind of defensive, even the meta style. But at the moment, she doesn't even need more.
Well, at this point, isn't it? She's not actually the highest farm in the game right now. The highest gold per minute is a Nature's Prophet with 622. He's got a casual 4.7k gold in the bank. He's not quite sure what to spend it on. Is it Divine Rapier time?
I don't think so. I don't think you should go for it. Man, I think an Assault Kuros wouldn't be that bad even. Although he doesn't even have an attack modifier at the moment, so Mjolnir, Desolator, anything like that could help as well.
As in he can still sell off that Hand of Midas. That's going to be the next item he's going to get rid of to find out which is going to be his basically 6th slot. Only 37 minutes of the game.
I mean, Nature's Prophet just always gets the farm, especially if he goes for the Hand of Midas. Of course, it does help when you have the advantage in the game, but oh, he went for a Crystalist, so going for a Daedalus, but Jotun, he's on the hunt. But I think he might bite off more than he can chew.
Yeah, he's surely going to be seeing that there's everyone down here right now. And I'm not quite sure, he's going to have a hard time getting out there. Just have a TB scroll, probably going to have to use that to escape.
Well, I think Virtus.pro actually might try to look for a fight outside of their base, because once the glaives start pouncing on the tower, there's not much they can do, but of course, just the constant hex coming out from the Tinker is always a threat, and even as he take on, it's only level 1, but he's saving up for buyback.
Yep, as we are, in the meantime, Earthshaker slowly trying to go towards his BKB. Very smart choice considering the amount of counter initiation there is on the Virtus.pro side that's magic based. As this is just going to keep getting harder and harder for the Russians, as every single time they, every single fight they lose, every single minute, this late game carry of Luna is going to keep getting better and better on the Goomba side.
Well, indeed he is. I mean, I think next pickup might be something like a Butterfly, maybe? I'm not even too sure. I think he might want to just completely tank up as well against the Hexes and whatnot, because she really does not need the damage all that much at the moment.
No, she's already hitting like a truck, and if she gets silenced up by that Bloodseeker, well, she's going to be hitting even harder than that, as in I think the Bloodseeker would take her to about 450, 500 damage.
Oh, that would be so sick, but Bloodseeker himself, he's working towards a Heart of the Rest just to tank him up. He's sitting only on 1.6k HP, so to be honest, if he gets hexed with like laser heat-seeking missiles and Dagon, he's gonna go down to like one combo with, oh, NS! He's baited out. Can they actually go for the kill? Chill. Did he not have vision of this?
He must not have. There is actually no ward there, and it looks like they are waiting for the bait to come out, but there is...
I was so sure NS is just gonna get ripped a new one.
Yes, he is going to survive. He has also got that gem. Originally picked up by Goomba on Nia. It's been passed around like... something you pass around. I don't have a good analogy there.
I mean, at the moment, I really think NS is just... He would like to sell this gem if possible, because he's only 700 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. And I guess if you can catch the Luna in the Aghanim Scepter, you can actually still bring her down as well, because she can BKB, she can Satanic. So, Goomba, by the looks of it, they actually might be waiting for maybe the next Rosh even.
Right, and there's no... In fact, the next Rosh is going to be up in... about 3 minutes-ish time, 3.5 minutes. In the meantime, we do see they are keep pushing out all these lanes. They keep being annoying, keep being harassing. Make sure that this Virtus.pro team never really get a handle on their map again. As we just have look how far back Virtus.pro are having to play. And in fact, even where their own wards are, very defensive wards coming out, just trying to keep any kind of control of their own lanes.
Well, it is hard against just two lanes pushing in. There's even a Daedalus finished on Chris now in the Nature's Prophet, so his right clicks are going to hurt. He's hitting for 300 plus each right click, and that's without crits coming out.
Yeah,
well, top lane Goomba.
700 odd damage depending on the armor of your opponent, and that's a lot of right clicks, and he gets that 25% of the time. So, well, I'm not quite sure on the 100
Oh, they use the stampede, they want to go for chill, they get the hoofstomp, but the BKB comes out just before chill, turning it around, rupture onto Illidan as well. There's the Echo Slam onto free, Fisher to follow, the Static Storm comes out, but this doesn't catch anybody. Maybe Nier will go down, tries to go for the Stolen Hook, but doesn't quite manage it. But Nature's Prophet in the background just dealing out the right click damage. NS falls, Chachlo might be the next one, although Nino has to escape. There's the Eclipse coming out, Chachlo will definitely fall down to this one, or really, he's so damn tanky with the AC, with the Wood of Defiance. So it's a 2-for-1 in the end, or did we have buybacks? But I mean, Chachlo is really not taking any damage at all, almost.
But in the meantime, no damage at all or not, there is a lot of damage possibilities. As we're just seeing that rearm spam coming out, and he has got a level 2 Dagon, so this is where the fun starts on Tinker. This is still entirely possible for him to win this if he can play it properly, but it is very difficult.
Yeah, and he actually did buyback for that fight, although the hook catches a meta-style illusion. But the Tinker did buy back, so it's a 5-minute window now that Goomba has just maybe to get Rosh since it is up. And if they go for Rosh, it's not like Virtus.pro can contest this, because if Goomba see the lanes just pushing into the base without nobody defending, it's obvious that they're smoking up and trying to come for you.
Yeah, that's one of the hard things about trying to come back in this kind of situation where the 2 lanes are going to be pushing in right now. 2 lanes of racks, meaning that if they leave to try and take this Rosh, they're just going to get their tower siege, and it's going to be hugely, you know, as we're actually going to see the smoke coming out, like what you said. And
well, I mean, it's going to become rather obvious once the creeps spawn now, and nobody's counter pushing it. Although God, I guess he can do it to some extent, but well, Roach is already down.
That's just the power of a silenced up, or blood, or whatever it's called.
Well,
blood raged up Luna. She's just doing so much damage, and well, Virtus.pro are here, but they're kind of not being able to do anything. They're like just a little bit late to the party.
Oh, well, they get the hook though. It's a Luna, but he has the Aegis, of course, doesn't care too much. Will go down, didn't pop the BKB or anything. Actually tried to go for the Manta. Oh, the Static Storm comes out, he can't pop the BKB now. That's a huge pickup for Virtus.pro. They activate the pipe as well, the Stampede comes out, but chill. He's going for NS in the background as God. Can he actually make it out? There's the Hex, there's the Blink. Oh, the Echo Slam onto 2, just as God gets the Blink out and NS. Will they get any kills at all, Nino? 4 stepped out, they will kill off NS, or really one last right click? No, Nino! Why didn't you just right click him? The Fisher does get the kill in the end. Illidan stunned up as well. Jotum on the run, will go down here, gets the blink, hoofstop, and Illidan, he's gonna fall as Chill comes in for the kill. So Jotum buys back, I guess OD bought back as well. Yes, he did.
Yeah, that Luna buying back and doing a lot more damage right now, but now they're gonna start pushing in, and this could just be going for tier 4s.
Oh man, thank God for Virtus.pro that... Oh, they get the telekinesis on Chotlam. Chachlo is there. There's the Kiilstofte coming out. And Chachlo will most likely fall down. He's boxed in as well. Maybe Illidan. Oh, we get silenced just as he comes in. No hoofstomp coming out from him. Chachlo will be able to survive for the time being, but the towers taking heavy amounts of damage. Illidan has to escape as well. And well, Tinker actually gets a kill on the Nature's Prophet with the Dagon. God will go down in return, and he doesn't have buyback anymore. That's gonna be mega creeps. There's nothing they can do anymore against Mega Creeps.
Yeah, these Mega Creeps are going to be coming out, and the Tinker pushing power is only so good. We are seeing a few kills coming out from Virtus.pro, but this is surely going to be the dying moments of the game, as right now, Goomba, they are fountain farming a little bit.
Indeed they are, and actually they lose Chill in return, but I guess they don't care that much. Hex up onto Chaslo, they're going for Jotun now. Probably will get the kill on Nature's Prophet. He actually might die, or never mind. That is GG called.
Yeah, the GGs are going to be called this. Bristleback is just so tanky right now with so much armor, but tanking just doesn't help. It just, you know, you can't tank damage that's being done to your ancient, as that is going to be game number 1 going out to Goomba. Huge upset coming out there, and, well, game 2 coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, I mean, especially as Goomba, they had 2 stand-ins as well, if not 3 even by the end. They had 2 stand-ins. I mean, I guess Arsart wasn't there for Virtus.pro, but still, definitely an upset. As Goomba Gaming, definitely happy about it, but Virtus.pro, I think they will come back stronger in game number 2 and just show us what they're made of.
And honestly, I'm going to say that the MVP there, not the Luna, not the Bloodseeker, or even the Nature's Prophet, I'm going to say the Rubik was really near. Playing on that Rubik, stole the perfect skills every single time, saved his team so many times with stealing that Stampede, and gave Goomba the chance to basically turn it around to the position they did.
Yeah, I have to agree, just both the supports, Nino as well on the Earthshaker, but, well, thank you all guys for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed, but this was only game number 1 and it was exciting as all hell. So game number 2 probably gonna be even better than that. So don't go anywhere and be sure to just check out game number 2 as well as follow us if you liked us. You can find all the links below the stream, but we're just gonna have to catch game number 2's lobby now.